So today I want to see the differences between a corded vacuum and a cordless vacuum. The cordless vacuum is the most powerful vacuum I've tested for the cordless variation. This is the Tineco. I'm going to be testing it on some hardwood floor with some protein powder and some crushed popcorn to see which one performs better in the suction test. Both of them in high power. As you can see, both of them went through. You can see where the protein powder is. This side went here, this side went here. As you can see, both of them failed to pick up some of the popcorn because both of these vacuums, because of their low-hanging kind of heads, it's hard to pick up on the bigger pieces. So, but I was genuinely surprised at how powerful the cordless vacuum is to be able to pick up just as much, if not more, than the corded one. So we'll move on to the simulated carpet test. This should be a lot different because it has ridges, so the popcorn can go under the vacuum head. So both of them should be able to suck up all of them, but we will see. High power on both. So you can see this time both of them managed to pick up most, if not all, the popcorn because, like I said, because of the ridges, the popcorn can have space to go underneath the vacuum head. But as you can see, this is the portable cordless vacuum. As you can see, barely any, if none, protein powder. But for the corded one, I'm surprised to see there's still some protein powder left on the areas that I vacuumed. But as you saw, I kind of had to struggle to push this through with the portable vacuum because it was kind of getting stuck. Maybe the suction was too powerful. So maybe my execution was poor and that's why I didn't pick this up, but I can test it again. Went over it again and I'm not too sure if it's just me, but it feels like, or it looks like there's still a little bit of protein powder left on here. Let me try my Tineco. Let's see if that little white spot comes out or is just my imagination. I feel like the white spot is gone now, is it not? I'm honestly as surprised as you are that the cordless vacuum has seemingly a better suction than the corded one. So now I'll do the test one more time to give it a fair shot. Because right now it has one button for the power, but also one button for the bristle for it to spin down there. I'm going to push it halfway without the bristle and then halfway with the bristle to see if that really makes a difference. So yeah, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but there are some white spots. I can still feel the protein powder right here. Right there, you can see it, the protein powder right at this spot. But surprisingly, the spot above here, there is no protein powder. So yes, the spinner head does make a much better job in terms of cleaning. But honestly, the spinner head should not be required. The base model should be able to pick up stuff by itself, and this much protein powder left is really not acceptable, to be honest. Next big difference between the two is obviously the weight. This thing, it is quite heavy. As you can see down here, it is 6.8 kilograms, whereas this is 2.5 kilograms. And next, to go over the accessories, these are the accessories. This one is the standard brush, and this one is a super suction because of the way this is designed. It is super well fit for couches, car chairs, because this thing will get under there. All you gotta do is plug it into here like so. And once you turn it on, this thing, the suction of this thing is insane. The BISSELL also comes with two accessories, these two. This is the standard also kind of de-dusting brush, and this is the kind of pet turbo eraser, which is basically the same thing with detangling and super crazy suction right up to the base. And how you attach these ones is basically you unlock it from down here, twist it, comes off, and you just push it in like that. There you go. Basically how you put it on, you gotta come from down up here and you put it down right in here. Again, there's no locking system, so it's just basically you push it in and then you pull it out. Same with this brush right here. Okay, you have this long slinky tube that you basically go wherever. The difference is definitely the dustbin. As you can see here, this whole thing is the dustbin, whereas only this minor 0.4 liters of dustbin right here, this is more than enough for my daily use. I'm barely needed to empty this, maybe empty it once every 4 times. And every time I do vacuum my entire house, so that is quite a lot of capacity, but obviously this is a much bigger one. This is the Hepa filter right in here. You take this off like so, and you get basically, you can pop this out right there. This is the filter. Whereas the Hepa filter on this guy is you pop it out and here it is. You look at this, obviously much smaller in size, but this is a certified Hepa filter and this can do 0.3 microns. So they're both similar, but obviously this is much bigger and much more powerful. Obviously this machine is corded, so unlimited power. This is 10 minutes on a max power and 30 minutes on regular power. As you can see, the heads, these two are quite different. This is the kind of bristle head that you kind of manually turn this on. But other than that, it is just the suction that you rely on. This is the same thing. You don't have to turn any of these on, but the same concept applies here. The wheels are about the same. Well, I mean, this one is smaller, obviously, than this one, but they are both kind of made out of these kind of same material that won't kind of harm your hardwood flooring. But one major difference is that this thing has no lights up in there, whereas the Tineco does have LED lights right here. As you can see, they are quite bright and quite useful in situations where you do need the light to see the dust that you cannot see from certain angles because your light from your lamps or even the sunlight is not able to show these areas. So the light is definitely very helpful. I guess the only thing to compare really left is the sound level of both of these vacuums. This is the standard noise for the Tineco. That's about how loud it is. This is the maximum noise. And for the BISSELL, this is the regular noise. And this is with the brush head running. Oh, you gotta turn it down to activate it. And this is how loud it is. And last but not least, I'll demonstrate how to empty both of them with the dustbin. You take it off like so. And it's basically one button to click. And there you go. That is all the containers out. Clip it back on and it's ready. For the BISSELL right here, you click on this button right here, which ejects the whole thing out. Once this whole thing is out, it's basically the same mechanism. Pop it down right there, and it's basically all there's left. So now that we're at the end of the comparison between the two, what my final thoughts are, basically, this was a crazy surprise. And although this is much lighter and you would suppose it should be a lot weaker, it actually picked up a lot more material than this one. The suction on this was crazy compared to this one, even though this is corded power. Obviously, this is a lower battery. This is unlimited battery. This has a 10-minute on high power, 30-minute on regular power. But with all the special features and the convenience of this basically being 1/4 of the weight of this thing is basically steel in my opinion, even though they both cost around the same. And this is much heavier, much bulkier, and the performance is not that much better, to be honest. So for me personally, I'm definitely keeping this and I'll see what I need to do with this one.